Hey guys, so today I have a Sephora VIB sale haul video. This is maybe one of the biggest hauls I've done in a really long time. No, it's definitely one of the biggest hauls I've done in a really long time. There is an obscene amount of stuff here, but even more than actual products, the price tags of all of these products, this stuff adds up. I feel like you don't really realize that at Sephora until you get to the checkout, but you grab a palette here, you grab a lipstick there, you grab a skincare product there, and all of a sudden it's like $300. But you know, my birthday's coming up, so this was a treat yourself type moment. I have 3 Sephora bags sitting here. I've got 2 large bags and 1 smaller bag. I took a couple trips to Sephora. I also did place a small Sephora online order. Honestly, most of what I wanted was in store, so I just figured, hey, instant gratification, right? So let's go ahead and just jump into it. A lot of this stuff you might have already seen me talk about if you watched my last video, which was my Sephora VIB sale wish list and recommendations video. I actually picked up most of the things that were in my wish list. This was one of them. This is the Farmacy Sweet Greens little holiday kit. It comes with the Honey Potion Renewing Antioxidant Hydration Mask. It comes with a Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer and then a full-size green clean cleansing balm. I have yet to try these 2 honey items, but you guys know I love this cleansing balm. I talked about it in my wish list video. This was just something I wanted to try because I've been wanting to try these 2 items. I'm not going in any particular order, by the way. These are all just kind of scrambled up stuff. I also picked up this kit. This is the Laneige Kiss Me at Midnight set. This is the set that has 3 different scents of their lip sleeping mask. You get a full-size berry, which is a permanent scent, and then you get 2 mini new scents, which are mint choco and sweet candy. And you know what? I need to give these a sniff because I have not smelled them yet. The mint choco is a lot lighter than I expected it to be. It's like a light mint chocolate chip ice cream, but heavier on the mint than on the chocolate. Ooh, that is so nice. They actually offer these in full size. They weren't in my Sephora store, so I may go ahead and just grab that online. And then as far as the sweet candy one, I like this one too. It smells similar to the berry one to me. It's just a lot more sugary. It's just a lot sweeter. And this one's nice too. I think I'm gonna grab that mint choco one in the full size though. That one I am loving that. I grabbed 2 Drunk Elephant items that I said I was gonna pick up during my wish list video. Another one of the Lala Retro Whipped Cream Moisturizer. Absolutely love this stuff. Definitely gonna be a staple through the fall and winter, so I needed a backup. And then of course, my Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. I freaking love this stuff. I will say that a lot of you guys have recommended the Ordinary Virgin Marula Oil, and I actually picked that one up. I think that was right around like $7 or $8, so it was way more affordable than the Drunk Elephant one. And I'm gonna do a little bit of like a side to side. I'm gonna test that one out for at least a couple weeks before I let you know how I like it. But in case it doesn't work out the way I'm hoping it will, I figured I'd pick this up while it was on sale. A lot of skincare things in this haul, which I kind of like. I told you it was my birthday month, so this was one of the Sephora birthday gift options. The other option was a Kat Von D little set, but I wanted the Drunk Elephant stuff. In this kit, you get a mini Proteini polypeptide cream, which I've gone through a full size of this, and I really like it. I didn't like it enough to repurchase. I was just using it as like a lightweight moisturizer in the morning, and honestly for that purpose I have lots of other moisturizers I like, so while I liked it, it's not something I would pick up in the full size, but I'm happy to use another sample of it. And then this is the Jelly Cleanser, which I actually have not tried that. Let me just pop this open. Oh, these are actually decent sizes too. If I'm being honest, I should just unbox all of this, but these are actually really decent sizes of the Proteini and the Jelly Cleanser. Cute little travel sizes. As I said, I wanted to pick up another one of the Kate Somerville ExfoliKate. This is something that I use on and off and have been using on and off for quite a few years. It's a little pricey one, but it is a really, really good chemical exfoliator, and my skin really reacts well to this. So I figured I'd pick up another tube. I've been without this for probably close to a year, so I'm happy to have this in my life again. The last kind of skincare thing, and then we've got just a couple of makeup things. This is the Kiehl's Ultimate Strength Hand Salve. This is my favorite hand lotion. If you guys have followed my channel for a while, you know that my hands are basically chronically dry. I've never gotten my hands to a really perfect moisturized state, but when I use this hand cream, it's basically as close as I can get to a good moisturized state. And right now, with the weather changing outside, my hands are in rough condition, both literally and figuratively. They are rough. So happy to have another tube of this. Definitely gonna put this by my bed so I can use it before going to bed. Now for a couple of the makeup things I picked up. I am actually really surprised by my lack of makeup purchasing desire. I mean, if this was a haul that I did a few years back, everything would have been makeup. You would have seen tons of lip products, tons of eyeshadows, tons of blushes, and honestly, the more I've been just going through my collection, using products that I already have, decluttering my collection, I've realized how much of that stuff ends up going to waste. I mean, this topic is probably something I could do a whole other video on, but there was definitely a point on my channel that I would stock up on every color of every new product that came out on the market ever. And with the amount of constant releases coming out nowadays, it's just not really feasible to do that anymore, nor do I want to, because like I said, at the end of the day, I've noticed so much of that is either expiring in my collection or I just can't get to it and I have to just pass it on. And while I definitely don't mind decluttering, like I don't want to just hoard makeup constantly. I want to keep running through and cycling through what I have. I also don't want to waste money. Like, who wants to do that? But with that being said, there were 3 eyeshadow palettes that I really wanted to get my hands on because to me, they're just fun color stories or really nice formula, textures I know I'll love and use. And one of those palettes is the Dominique Cosmetics Rustic Glam palette. This palette has been on my wish list for a while just because the color scheme in here is super unique. Let's just take a moment to admire the absolutely stunning outer packaging of this palette, and then the color scheme that is inside is so much fun. I have literally never seen an eyeshadow palette use this type of color scheme before. You've got primarily cool colors. You've got lots of blues, some greens, purples, pinks, but then you've got these matte colors over here that are fairly warm. This is the palette I'm wearing on my eyes right now. I'm not 100% sure how I like the look that I came up with, not because of the textures of this palette. I mean, the textures were flawless. The mattes were blendable. The metallics, absolutely stunning. I used this color Wanderlust all over my lid, and this is possibly one of the most unique eyeshadows I have in my entire collection, and it was so easy to work with. No fallout, went on like a dream, looks absolutely foiled across my lid. So far, I do love this palette. I definitely need to play around with it some more just because the color scheme it's out of the box. So sometimes it's a little hard for my brain to kind of match colors within it, but I'm gonna have fun playing with this for sure. Another eyeshadow palette I picked up from Dominique Cosmetics, the Celestial Storm palette. This is the newest palette she has, and my goodness, again, the packaging on this one is really pretty, and this color scheme, oh my goodness. I look at this and I almost just think very futuristic, almost like space junky. I don't know. It looks so much fun. And although for me, this might not be a standalone palette just because it seems like every single color in this palette is almost a statement on its own. I'm just excited to dive into this. I'm definitely gonna pull in other neutral palettes I have to help tone down some of these colors. But these colors are loud, proud, in charge. Cannot wait to start using these purples and even these blues. Just so excited about this one. And then the final eyeshadow palette I picked up before we talk about my big ticket item of the haul is a little Pat McGrath quad. I say little just because the size of it is not a giant palette, but it was still expensive. It was still more expensive than either one of those Dominique Cosmetics palettes. So here's the outer case packaging of it, and then the palette is just sitting right in there. I love the packaging of these little quads. I have her larger palettes, and I mean, same insane packaging. This obviously isn't as heavy as those large ones. Those large palettes they are weighty. Like, that's not a palette I would ever travel with, because I mean, you would be fighting the weight limit on that if you tried to check it in on an airplane. So this is the Pat McGrath Blitz Astral Quad in the shade Iconic Illumination, and I did talk about this again in my wish list video. This quad is stunning. All four of these shades are that beautiful Pat McGrath baked texture. This is a very, very shiny, almost glittery shade. These two, the burgundy and this brown color, I would say are the most subdued. And then this coppery shade is like not glittery, but definitely shinier than these other two. But overall, these Pat McGrath quads are gorgeous. The texture of these particular shadows of hers are unlike anything I've ever used. You guys know I've sung their praises many, many times on my channel before, so I don't have to do it again. There was another quad that I wanted from Pat McGrath, but that quad doesn't seem to be available in stores, and it's actually sold out online as well. So if it happens to come back in stock before the sale is over, I will probably pick it up. If not, I will just enjoy this one, and I do think that that burgundy is gonna be stunning, especially around the holiday time. All right. And final item I got, which definitely tipped the price scale quite a bit. Oh, where's the front? Oh, I guess that was the front. The Dyson Airwrap. Yeah, I did it. I actually walked into Sephora the first day of the sale, kind of forgetting that the sale had just started. This was the first thing right there in the front, and I was like, oh yeah, that sale started today, and I immediately grabbed it. This is the Dyson Airwrap Complete. There are two other kits that are available online. I don't remember exactly what they are, but they basically don't come with every single attachment. This Complete kit, as you would expect, comes with every single attachment. So let's unbox this, shall we? We're just gonna unbox it on camera for the very first time. Have not cracked this bad boy open yet. Dyson doesn't play around. This thing is so freaking heavy. It is slowly coming out of the box. Here we go. Okay, so it comes in this giant carrying case. Or I guess it's not really a carrying case. There's no handle, but it's just like a storage case. It's got a magnetic closure to it, and then this is what it looks like on the inside. Remember, I haven't cracked this open yet, so this is literally the most first impressions you could get. And here's everything that's in there. Just unwrapping my Airwrap, no big deal. Okay, so this is like the little base for the Airwrap. We've got a little welcome guide and I guess a little operating manual here. No clue what this ring here is. Good thing I've got the operating guide. In terms of the different attachments you get a little mini blow dryer, which I am curious to see how powerful this little guy is compared to my full-size blow dryer, which you guys know I love. You're getting two different smoothing brushes here, which to be honest, I've heard work similarly to each other, but hey, I'll try them both out and see what I think. You're getting a round brush attachment, which I'm excited to try for like blowouts. And then of course you get the actual Airwrap. So these are the 1.6 inch Airwrap barrels. And then you're also getting the 1.2 inch Airwrap barrels. So, I mean, there it is. That is everything you get in the Airwrap Complete for a $550 price tag. Love that for me. Hope I love this. But I will say, definitely a fan of the box and like the way you can sort of store everything in there. I do quite like that. Do you guys want to see a review on this? Let me know in the comments down below, because you know that I am obsessed with my Dyson Supersonic blow dryer. That is something that I was super skeptical about until I gave it a whirl myself, figured out how to use it, realized that I don't really want to live without this blow dryer, and have been loving it for years. Kind of hoping to have the same experience with the Airwrap, but who knows? I mean, this might be the Dyson item that I think is not worth it. I'm not sure yet. yet. I am gonna give that a good go. I'm not gonna do a first impressions because I do think there's gonna be a pretty significant learning curve on this. I know how to use my typical curling wand really, really well, but this is a totally different experience and I know that, so I'm not gonna be doing a first impressions. Alrighty guys, that is everything. That wraps up my insane Sephora VIB sale haul. I'm super excited to be testing out all of these things, especially that Dyson Airwrap, but so happy to have some new skincare products in my life, as well as a couple new eyeshadow palettes to play with. But other than that, let me know what you guys picked up from this sale in the comments down below. You've still got a couple days to shop, and if you are Beauty Insider or VIB, your sale starts tomorrow. So definitely load up your basket sooner rather than later, because I know things start selling out when that sale goes public. But yeah, that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, supporting, and subscribing. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. And I will talk to you guys in my next video very soon. I'll see you then. Bye.